Raman takes Shekhar, who has fainted and fallen down, to his house. After Shekhar regains consciousness, Rajasekhar says to him, "What happened to you? Do you know what has happened all these days? Our village's Pedda Ramaya passed away due to a heart attack. You used to work for him. You didn't even come for his funeral. What happened to you all these days?" It wasn't a heart attack that Ramaya had. He was murdered. Murder? What are you saying? Have you gone mad? There was enough enmity to murder him. He never harmed anyone. As long as he lived, he provided free medical care to everyone. So who would have a reason to kill him? What you said is true. It was his goodness that led to his downfall. I don't understand what you're saying. Explain it in a way I can understand. The one who said it is none other than him. Our neighboring village's leader, Achlapathy, and his men. What, Kalapati? Calling him sir and other terms, he's a monster. Did that scoundrel do such a thing? I can't believe it. Why did he commit such a heinous act? Ramaya, along with treating the people of our village, provided free medical care to the neighboring village as well, earning the admiration of both villages. Seeing this, Kalapati, out of jealousy and fearing a threat to his position as the village leader, brutally killed Ramaya while he was sleeping with the help of his men. Moreover, he also stole the valuable treasure from Ramaya's prayer room. He should not be let go under any circumstances. Somehow he must be dealt with. But there's one thing I don't understand. What was so valuable with Ramaya? That valuable item is the precious medical secrets given to Ramaya's family by their ancestors in the form of palm leaf manuscripts. They meticulously documented herbs that can cure any disease, and the methods to use them. Ramaya followed the principles contained in those manuscripts and provided free medical treatment to everyone for all these years. Why didn't you come and tell us when you learned more things? If we had known that day, we would have already dealt with Chulpathi. Why didn't you tell us then? Where have you been all this time? Why are you bringing it up now? On the day that terrible incident happened, I was running to tell everyone in the village when Chulpathi's men came, beat me up, and took me to him. He threatened to kill me if I told anyone about this. That's why I got scared and ran into the forest. Without realizing it, as I kept walking through the forest, I ended up in Chulpathi's village, Devki. All this time, I hid in that village without anyone knowing. But for the past few days, that scoundrel Chulpathi has been stealing palm leaf manuscripts from Ramaya and using them to treat the villagers, robbing them of all their wealth. Chulpathi deliberately stays in that village with his workers, conducting poison experiments on the people. If any of the sick who have fallen ill due to these poison experiments go to him for treatment, he demands a hefty sum of money in return. He is extorting large sums of money from them by threatening not to provide treatment. If anyone who cannot afford the treatment goes to him, he doesn't care even if their lives are at risk. While this ruthless man is doing this, tomorrow his eyes are set on our village as well. That's why, even if it costs me my life, I must somehow steal back the palm leaf manuscripts belonging to our village from him and return them, just as Ramaya wished. Healthcare should be provided free of charge to everyone. That's why I have come back seeking help. Certainly, Shekhar, this is our Ramaya's dream, and we must fulfill it at all costs. However, the two of us alone are not enough. We will need the help of another person as well. We also need to think of a good strategy. Yes, Ramana, we definitely need to think of a good strategy in advance. Otherwise, if by mistake we fall into his hands, he might leave us without fulfilling our plans. So, have you thought of any strategy? First, let's go and meet our friend Prasad. After that, we should think of a good strategy, plan according to that strategy, and achieve what we have in mind. Alright, Then let's go meet Prasad first.
So both of us went to meet Prasad. We met Prasad and explained everything that happened to him in detail. Then Prasad also agreed to help us. After that, we all thought of a plan and set out from Krishnagiri to Devagiri according to it. Once we reached that village, the three of us rented a room behind Achlapathi's house to stay. Since Kalapati would recognize Shekhar, we kept him hidden inside the house without letting him go outside. Prasad and I took turns keeping an eye on Kalapati's house and his movements. After learning everything about Kalapati in that way, one day we came to a decision. Hey Prasad, Shekhar, both of you listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. That Kalapati stole those palm leaf manuscripts from Ramaya and kept them in an iron box in his bedroom. The key to it is always with him. In that case, let's somehow break open the box and take those palm leaf manuscripts from inside. Hey, you're in a hurry now. Let's listen to everything he's saying first. If you have any doubts, you can address them afterward. Tell Ramana that Kalapati keeps the keys under his pillow only when he sleeps. We need to get hold of those keys at exactly that time. How is that possible? Even if there's a slight noise by mistake, he'll wake up and sit up. Our people will get caught. Should I tell him to sit quietly for a while one night?
Oh, no.
They usually stop in the middle, but you should finish what you wanted to say, Ramana. That's why, once we enter his room, let's first sprinkle the sedative on his face. He'll fall into a deep sleep for at least 2 to 3 hours. Even if lightning strikes next to him, he won't wake up. What about the workers outside the house? They usually stand guard near the entrance, right? Oh, Ramana, first, all those in Australia will be relieved from our troubles.
Oh no.
No, Keshav consistently acts really scared in front of Mohan. Hey, stop arguing for a moment and listen carefully to what I'm saying. This is everyone's job. Let's cool them down too. After that, before they get up and chase us, let's tie their hands and feet with rope. Then, let's also give Chalpathi a sedative and tie him to the same bed with his mother. After that, let's take the keys from under the pillow, open his chest, take the palm leaf manuscripts, and return to our village. There, we'll tell the truth to everyone in our village, bring them all back, and drag Chalpathi in front of the people of this village to face their wrath. Everything you're saying is correct, Ramana, but what if things don't go as we planned? Then what will our situation be? What if any of us get caught by them in the process? What should we do then? Oh Shankar, you stopped me all this time and now you're getting involved in the middle. Oh, I have already thoroughly thought of a solution to address that. I have informed the relevant authorities about all of this in a detailed letter beforehand. If by any chance we happen to get caught tomorrow, then the next morning they will come to this very village, question each and every one, conduct thorough searches at Chalpathi's residence, and arrest him. If you're saying tomorrow, then we need to get this done by tomorrow night. Yes, Prasad, whether Sekar and I manage to escape or not, you must ensure that those texts reach our village under any circumstances. Because you are the one who learned that medical knowledge from Ramaya, you must provide medical care to everyone in the future according to those texts. Definitely, Ramana. We will try our best. Alright then. We have a lot of work tomorrow morning. We need to go to the market and buy the necessary ropes, chains, and other items, so it would be best for us to rest now. Yes, what you said is true. It's already nighttime. Let's all go to bed now and head to the market in the morning. Thinking that, we all went to bed that night, contemplating what we needed to do with great anticipation, and I drifted off to sleep. The next morning, we woke up early and went to the market to buy all the things we needed. After that, the three of us sat in our room, eagerly waiting for the night to come. After it was exactly midnight, we packed all the necessary items into a bag and quietly reached near Chalpathi's house. I held a bundle of items in my hand. Shekhar held sticks in his hand. Prasad held a bottle of sedative in his hand. The three of us climbed over the perimeter wall to jump into the house. And at that exact moment, the bottle of sedative in Prasad's hand broke. The noise alerted the guards outside Chalpathi's house.
"Who made that noise? Whoever it is, come out politely," they shouted, saying if we come, you'll be finished, and started moving towards us. "Now, let's see if they caught us or not next."